Everyone struggles with spending too much time on their phone, especially social media. And no, I'm not going to give you some BS tips about in this video about why you should just delete your apps and that will be the end of it. But instead, I'm going to give you the best tips and tools that you can actually implement into your own daily life that you can use to break your social media addiction and reduce your screen time. So these tips that I'm about to share with you are just some ideas on how you can start to reduce your screen time, but you will have to work out what works best for you and what ones you actually want to use. Tip number one is to set your environment up for success. So what do I mean by setting your environment up for success? Well, I mean put your phone further away from when you sit down to do something productive. So say if you're going to do a 30-minute study period, I want you to place your phone in another room as far away as you can and keep it on silent so that there is no notification noise that you can hear from the other room. Then, when you are actually studying in that 30-minute period, you're not going to get any distractions from your phone that's sitting right next to you, but rather it's going to be further away from you so you don't have to worry about it at all. This way, you're going to get a ton of work done, deep work that is actually good work, and that you're not stopping and starting, checking your phone for notifications and realizing that it's just useless. You can actually focus on your work that needs to get done, and this way you're going to be so much more productive than just keeping your phone there. Put it in another room, simple as that. Keep it away from you. This way you're not going to be tempted or worried about it, so just keep it in another room. That's how you set your environment up for success. Tip number two is to rewire your brain the right way. Our brains are wired so that if we are bored for more than 5 seconds, we instantly turn to our phone for entertainment. You have to rewire your mind so that instead of turning to your phone instantly, you turn to doing something productive and fulfilling instead of that phone for entertainment. You also have to understand that it's okay to be bored sometimes. You don't have to be doing something every single minute of the day, and our brains don't need to be occupied every single minute of the day. You can just take a break, have a seat, chill out, and just relax. You don't need to be entertained every single minute of the day. So when you are bored, you just need to tell yourself that you don't need to panic and go straight back to your phone. You can just sit there for another minute or so and see how you feel after that minute. After that minute, I bet your urge to go back to your phone is completely gone and out of the way. But if you do take that urge up on your phone, you're going to find yourself procrastinating, and before you know it, 20 minutes is gone. If you just take that one extra minute to just sit there and be bored, then you can go on your phone afterwards. But I want you to, next time you feel bored, take at least another minute and just sit there doing nothing, and then you can go do whatever you want to do. This is going to help train your brain that it's okay to be bored and that you don't need instant gratification for that dopamine hit every single time you feel like you're getting bored. Moving on to tip number three, which is to make your life more exciting. The reason most people go on their phones a lot is because they want that instant hit of dopamine. And if you don't know, dopamine is our reward system that our brain has for when we are entertained or feeling happy. So if you do stuff that you actually love doing every single day, you're not going to find yourself wanting to procrastinate because you've occupied yourself well and that you are actually enjoying what you're doing more than you would being on your phone. So you would actually rather being in the real world rather than being on your phone. So what I want you to do, and you could try this for yourself, is to write a bucket list of everything that you've ever wanted to do on one sheet of paper. It could be 100 things that you wanted to do. You list your top 100 things, and then from there, I want you to every single day cross one off that list. Do something that is on that bucket list every single day from then on. And this way, you're actually finding yourself getting into the real world, finding more activities that you love to do, making your life more exciting, and therefore you won't feel that urge to go back to your phone. Because the one reason people go on their phone is to get out of the real world and into a reality world so that they can escape the real one. But in reality, if you make your real world more exciting than the fake one on your phone, you're going to find yourself wanting to be in the real world rather than in the fake world, and therefore eliminating procrastination on your phone. Tip number 4, the ultimate challenge. The ultimate challenge is a screen time challenge that you can do with your friends, with your family, whoever you want, and it's a challenge to see who can get the lowest screen time, and the winner will get a prize. Why this works is because the competitive nature that everyone has and the desire to win is stronger than their urge to procrastinate. And so if you set a challenge on who can get the lowest screen time with a prize at the end, everyone is going to try and lower their screen time. And the only reason they do this is because they want to beat everyone else and then get their reward at the end to say that they're better than everyone else. And so if you just gather 5 people that you know well, see who has the highest screen time limit at the start, and then at the end of a time period, say you give everyone a week, see who has lowered their average screen time limit the best. They get the prize because they've lowered it the most and made the most progress. Tip number 5, a simple method. A really simple way you can just reduce your screen time is to lock your phone in a briefcase or in a room for a specific time during the day. So say if you set times that you're allowed to use your phone and times that you're not. Say you're allowed to use it from 9:30 in the morning to 5 o'clock at night. And in that time, you can have your phone whenever you want. But after those times, you lock it away in a room or in the briefcase and give the key to someone else so that you aren't tempted and that your phone is just out of the way completely. This will work because you're pretty much going cold turkey from that time onwards, and then you have the rest of the time to do whatever you want. After that time is up, you're done. Another useful way you can help reduce your screen time on top of this method is to actually keep yourself busy during that day. So say if you've got an important task on during 9 to 3 p.m, only set your screen time for that time period, and after that time period is up, you have to put it away after that, and therefore you're actually busy during the time you can use it, further reducing your screen time. So what do you do now? Well, I first want you to pick one of the above tips that I have just mentioned and start right now. And then after a few weeks of practicing this method, you'll find you don't want to use your phone as much. And this is exactly how you know that you are actually progressing. And you actually start to find yourself feeling happier because you're not comparing yourself as much to people on social media who only post the highlights of their life. And you actually find yourself being more disciplined because you don't need that barrier of that challenge to actually reduce your phone. You can actually have it right next to you and block it out completely. That is the true discipline of this challenge. After you have completed, say you set a 30-day challenge for yourself to reduce your screen time and become more disciplined with using your phone. Once that has ended, you'll find yourself that you don't need the urge to pick up your phone every time it buzzes. There are so many benefits to just reducing your screen time, and most people are actually unaware of how much they are actually using it. I want you to make a promise to yourself by the end of 2022, you won't be addicted to using social media on your phone, and you'll have broken the barrier by using the discipline you have built in the time period from now until the end of 22. And in this time period, you have built enough discipline to control yourself around your phone. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching all the way until now. On this channel, I talk all things about self-improvement for young teens, how to develop their mindset and achieve goals they want to achieve. So if that sounds something you're interested in, go down, hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up button, click here to watch my latest video, and I'll see you in the next one.